Hey, what's up? How's it going? It's Adam from Switchboard Canvas with another tutorial. This time, connecting a subscription form from your WordPress site to a Switchboard Canvas image that welcomes that new user and emails it to them. Classic Switchboard Canvas use case. Let's get into it. What I'm going to do is come in and design in Canvas a really quick image that we can use, or a template that we can use for this welcome image. I'm just going to grab this photo from Unsplash for a second. I'm going to call this backdrop, and what I'm going to do is have some text on here that's going to be the greeting for the user. So I was going to say, "Hi Fred." I'm going to call this element greeting. This is what we'll reference from the form in WordPress a little later. Okay, so 100 pixels in terms of positioning this this element, 100 pixels from the left and right. I'm going to choose a font. Let's just use this one right here next to black. Okay, something like that. And let's just move this down a little bit, somewhere like this. Hi Fred. Duplicate this, bring it down. This will be a generic message. Thank you for subscribing. I'll just position this, and then just for demonstration purposes, what we'll do is we'll put the user's email in. Just to demonstrate that it's connected. And change this to white, and we'll call this email. So just label these API elements. Okay, great. So we have the greeting, the email address, and the thank you note. And this template I've called subscription welcome. Okay, so we're going to go back to WordPress. I'm using Elementor here. This has a relatively nice form component that we can use to call Canvas. What it's actually going to do is call Pabbly Connect. Pabbly Connect is going to create the image in Canvas and then use an email component to send it to the user. So my form is here. I've just got name, email, message so far. I'm going to change the name to be first name. I'm just going to break this name into two components, really. Duplicate this one. This one, last name. I'm going to Flintstone. Okay, great. So that's that. Actions after submit. So this is what happens when somebody's going to click submit. Default, there's some Elementor stuff in here where it's collecting submissions, emailing something. We're going to remove those. What we want to do is call a webhook. So we're going to choose the webhook option right here. Now that webhook is going to be given to us from Pabbly Connect. So we're going to go to Pabbly, create a new workflow. I'm going to call this WordPress submissions, and the first trigger, or the trigger for the workflow, is going to be a webhook. So I'm going to select that. I'm going to copy the webhook that it gives us, and I'm going to go back to WordPress, and in the webhook options here, I'm just going to paste in the webhook URL and update the or publish the page. Go and have a look. Okay, so here's the form. Pretty nasty looking, but that's fine. Fred Flintstone. I'm going to put Fred at switchboard.io. Hi, this site looks great. Something of that nature. Press send. Form was sent successfully. Let's go back to Pabbly. Pabbly's still waiting for some data. Okay, so the data's in. We've got the first name, last name, email, the message they sent, the form name, and a form ID, We don't really need those pieces of information. What we do need to do next, though, is call Canvas to create an image with that data. So I'm going to choose the Canvas app. The action is create image. I'm going to use my previously added Canvas connection. I put my API key in there a little earlier. Okay, so the template's defaulted to subscription welcome, which is the one I just created. The width, we can hard code these. We know what width we want for the email. This is arguably a little too big for an email, but we'll leave it as 1080 by 1080. So greeting is this piece of text here. I want to overwrite this with the data that's been entered. So I'm going to say hi space, and then I'm going to grab the first name from the webhook, from the form, exclamation point at the end, to make that a little nicer. And then the thank you message is going to stay the same. The backdrop image is going to stay the same, although I could overwrite any of these things at this point. And I'm also just going to drop the email into the image, the one that they registered with. Let's give that a save and a test request. Okay, that's successful. Let's have a quick look to see what image was created from that. New tab. Hi Fred, thank you for subscribing. Fred at Switchboard. I should have actually chosen a different name because I created the image, the template with Ted in it, which was a little silly. But Fred's the name that came in. Actually, what I'll do is I'll come back. We'll use a different name. I can't even remember the character's name. Barney Rubble. Let's do Barney Rubble. The Switchboard. Hi, this is Fred's friend. Really forgetting my Flintstones details here, but okay, let's go back. Let's get a new recapture. This is now going to wait for me to fill that form in again. Let's have another go. Barney Rubble, Barney at switchboard.ai. Hi, this is Fred's friend. Send. Okay, form sent successfully. Back to Pabbly. Okay, now we've got Barney's name in there. Now we can save and test. Let's now see if we've got Barney in the image. Hi Barney, there we go. So now we've got Barney's name, Barney's email address. That is working up to this point. Okay, next step, what we want to do is email this to that user. So there's a number of email options in Pabbly. I have a test account with Elastic Email, very easy to get going, so I'm going to use that to send an email, connect. I've already put my API key in there, so we can just use that existing connection. So the subject for the email, we can use any of the data that we have from the previous steps. So I can say something like, welcome to the site, first name. From, this can be, I don't know, sort of mail at switchboard.ai. From name, we can just say administrator or something like that. You can put your real name in there, obviously. To address, this has been captured, so we can put Barney in there. Okay, now the body of the email. With Elastic Email, you can make templates, but what I'm going to do is literally just hard code the HTML just to prove that this works. So I'm just going to include an image tag HTML here, and the tag, or the source attribute, is going to be the URL that we just created. So let's send a test. There's an error. Mail at switchboard.ai is not allowed. Not really sure why that is. Let me just see if I'm using the right definitely looks right. Mail at switchboard.ai. Pretty sure that should work. I probably have some sort of configuration issue going on there. What I will do though, to save you having to watch me try and figure that out, is show you one I lovingly created earlier. Here it is. This is when Fred received the email to switchboard.ai and the image attached 1080 by 1080. And I hope that sort of proves that you can connect these sort of workflows together with Pabbly and Canvas. You can send or create really any image from any template in Canvas at any size and use it in these workflows to send greetings, invites, really anything you can think of. So yeah, I hope you found that useful. And if you have any questions, as always, please reach out using the icon in the bottom right hand corner, and we'll see you on the next one.